If only we had clowns and elephants running around. Anyway, my name is Aja Anderson, and this next piece is called Whispers by Larry Clark. This piece is special because it focuses on beautiful melodies, elegant phrasing, and teaching balance and blend across the band. It tells a soft, delicate story of gentle whispers floating through the air, quiet, musical, and full of expression. Please enjoy Whispers.
And our next piece is Rock River Tree by Michael Sweeney. This piece combines three very different sounds, a smooth smooth flowing river theme, a driving rock groove, and a majestic tree-like chorale. Inspired by a Maya Angelou poem, it tells the story of the power and beauty found in nature. Now for Rock River Tree.
Really am thankful for the leadership of these 8th graders. I knew they were like, "Where's Mr. Grimberg?" I said, "I'm almost as tall as Mr. Grimberg. Give me a chance," right? Thanks, you guys can sit down. So they have tried different things that I've asked them to do. They've taken it all in stride, and they've really stepped up to be leaders in this band. proud of them, 8th graders. I wish I could keep you, but you're in good hands with Mr. Render next year. Speaking of which, Mr. Render, the high school band director, is going to come and talk to them tomorrow, the 8th graders, and send home some information about high school band if that's something that your child is going to continue on in, which I hope they do, because it's a really great experience. And finally, I've got 3 more things to say, and then we'll get back to the kids. So this year I decided to add some awards. I kind of recognize people, but these are not awards that recipients that I picked. I asked the students to vote on some things. So I'm just going to read to you what I gave the kids and said, vote for who you think should get this award, and I ran. So the first one is called the Rising Star Award. And I told the kids, choose one 7th grader that shows strong work ethic and advanced skills at their instrument. This should be a student who has good attendance and is on time and always prepared with their music, instrument, pencils, supplies. Our rising star should be kind and helpful, quick to volunteer, and always follow through with their commitments. And the students have spoken. Now listen, this was really close. There were a bunch of 7th graders that got a bunch of votes. But the winner of the Rising Star Award, if I say your name, can you come up here and get your trophy? It's this one, looks like a star. Here. Jacoby Banks. Next up, I have what's called the Leadership Award. And so I told the students, choose one 8th grader that shows strong leadership qualities. This student should be quick to volunteer, a leader by example, kind and helpful. The student should be a student who has good attendance, is on time, always prepared with their instrument, music supplies, and a pencil, and should be a person that you feel comfortable asking for help. Now we all know that sometimes 12 and 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds don't like to ask for help. So the fact that they said, I am comfortable going to this person for help, that says a lot about this person. So the 8th grade Leadership Award recipient, Camila Chavez. And last but not least, this is an award called the Director's Award. I didn't pick it. Called the Director's Award. Let me tell you a little bit about it. The Director's Award for Band is a prestigious award honoring one outstanding 8th grade band member for dedication, musical achievement, and conduct. It recognizes a student who shows leadership and loyalty and is the top honor given to an 8th grade band student. This award is given all across the nation. It's not one that I made up. The other 2 are ones that I made up. This one is bigger than me, bigger than Kankakee Junior High. This one's a real big deal. And this year's winner of the Director's Award is Thea Cabral. Yes, I gave her a baton. And yes, I did use that for the first song today because I forgot mine in the classroom, and Mr. Lewis so graciously went and got it for me. All right, that concludes my awards. We've got a couple more songs that the full band is going to play. Oh, one more recognition. I don't want to not say this. The script, the lines that the students have been reading today. So at Christmas time, I did an AI-generated, super cheesy, like they didn't love it, but they did it, and it was super great. This time I had a student volunteer. She said, Mrs. Tepper, could I please write the script? And I said, yes, I would love that. So, would you please stand up, Ilani? All right, I'm going back to the podium, and I'm going to hand it over to Taylor.
We hope you enjoyed that last piece. My name is Taylor Rodriguez, and I'm introducing you to Apparitions by Brian Bromwich. Now, this piece is quite different from all our previous ones because it has a haunting lyrical style that paints ghostly images and appearing and fading away. It really tells the story of lonely apparitions that drift in our world, mysterious and emotionally expressive. We hope you enjoy Apparitions.
and I'm going to introduce you to our next piece, Hudson River Run, which is less paranormal. Anyway, Hudson River Run is run by Michael Sweeney distinct because of its non-stop energetic pulse that you can just feel within yourself in driving rhythms that will feel like a thrilling boat race. It tells the story of an exciting journey speeding down the Hudson River, full of excitement and adventure. This is Hudson River Run.
Now, we all have to be familiar with the Avengers, right? Because our next piece is called The Avengers by Alvin Silvestri, arranged by Robert Longfield. This is a very special piece because it has that dark and powerful sonority and driving rhythmic pulse from famous Marvel movies. It tells us the story of Earth's mightiest heroes assembling to face an epic threat, intense, powerful, and full cinematic energy. We hope you enjoy The Avengers.
piece distinctive is its soaring adventure themes mixed with Celtic influences and emotional depth from the beloved lady. It tells the story of a young Viking named Hiccup and his unusual friendship with a dragon. It is filled with wonder, flight, and triumph. Enjoy our final piece, How to Train Your Dragon.